This video contains mentions of cultists, of, death, missing persons, and very, culty things. If you're sensitive to any content, your discretion is advised. Once I spawn in, I look around, and first thing I can see is this ring with a triangle in it, a little canvas that's glowing because my avatar, some water, and a little balloon. I don't know really what this could mean, but, I think it's kind of peaceful, at least on the top part. It's whatever, though. As I'm walking back, I kind of... Wait, what was that? That a Ouija board? Now, this is going to be some significance in a bit, but we're going to have to look at that later. As I continue down, I enter the pipes. Here is when I get my chill. Turn around, thinking if I want to do this, I go through. As I go through, you can see there are pipes around me, 2 of which are open and facing the sides. Now, these will be important later, and I'll get into why they will be, but let's continue down. I stand at the top of these stairs, and as I look down, I fully realize I'm too far to go back. Turn around, looking at the dark doorway, and I make my descent. As I was recording this, it was about 2:07 a.m., and it started just kind of hitting. It was 2 a.m., I was alone, and I was recording a video on this supposedly haunted world. But as I walk through, I see a tree. Now, I've seen this tree a million times before. I've been in this world a million times before. There's really, no significance to it, other than the fact that it's just there. And I look at it, and I notice the petals are blue. And usually, this tree, which looks like a cherry blossom, would normally have more pinkish petals, and of course, wouldn't have glowing balls on it. I look over, and I see the red room. This room will also be important for later in the video once I'm... After this next section, I'm going to be going in there. But basically, that room is one of the centerpieces of this whole place. And I, reluctantly look back, and I freeze, and I go in. I enter through here. I'm in an island area, planet, and I don't really know. I don't really know what could possibly be in store for me. As I walk up here to the tree, I begin to feel more at peace, at least out here. Because out here, there's no Ouija board. There is no magic tree. There is no TV screen. It's just an island. Tree, ocean surrounding us, a beautiful air. Wait, is that a boat? The same boat that we saw at the top. I start going towards it, and I don't realize it now, but this boat has some significance. As I walk up to the boat, I look at it, and I don't even notice this cat picture here, which, by the way, if you press that cat picture, it'll unlock a secret. There's a couple of them around. I actually clicked one at the beginning, but I cut over that. I missed that one, so I wasn't able to, get the secret. I'll do another video on this in a bit. But I walk up to this tree, and there's a cat picture named Kevin. There are 4 cat pictures, I believe at least. There's this one, the one up at the top room, the one at the boat, and then I think one within the tree room. I grab Kevin, make my way over. Back the area where the red room lies. I look at this tree, trying to make sure if I can find any other cat pictures, trying to stall out time. Then I realize I have to go into the room. I walk over, and as I get closer, I don't feel alone more than I already did. I've been in this room before, and I'm sorry for the flashbang. I just want you to listen to it. I'll be quiet. Just listen. What in the hell? Now, I've been in this world before, and this tree has done many things. There's one where I was here with a friend and it just played normal music. Another time I was here with a friend, it played normal music. The guy who introduced me to this world, it played normal music. But when I was alone, it would speak in reverse. And this time when I was recording, it sighed as if it called me stupid and it knew something I did it, as if it knew that I was recording and it knew I was trying to debunk whatever it was. Whatever's in this tree, it knew I was recording, and it knew that it couldn't reveal itself. As I'm walking back, I look around me, but I really don't feel like there's any other part of this world that's more scary than what I'm about to get up to. You see, that tree room is scary because it portrays whatever the thing in this world is, it portrays where it talks. It shows it's exactly where this thing talks. The room has an alarm, a red light over it telling you not to go. But this next room is where it gets kind of sad. This is where my viewer discretion gets to come in. Because after this room, I'll go into the backstory behind this world, why it was made, and why I believe it's haunted. So as I walk up here, approaching 2:12 a.m., almost 2:13, which 13 is an unlucky number in many cultures. But stars align. I walk up. Here I am, back at the pipes room. Hear the dripping. And I know there's many people in the comments who are probably going to be like, there's nothing scary about this room. You literally walked by it earlier. But it's about what was in this pipe here. And as I turn, this is where we jump in. This is where the scariest part of the story, in my opinion, is. Now, let's examine this room. In the front middle of the room, there's a TV, an old-fashioned one that's always on static, with a chair and a stool in the very corner. The reason why I had this avatar on is so that you could see all of this, because it emits a glow. It's Minos Prime. I see stool, see the TV, and this is where I'm going to get in to why this world is haunted. You see, this world, how it begins is simple. This world was made by a guy who, as a kid, was traumatized by his parents, who were cultists. Exactly where that Ouija board comes in, because they were cultists and they just always weren't treating their kids right. The creator had a sibling who he was best friends with because his parents never let him out. They homeschooled him in various ways. But every time he misbehaved, he got locked up in that TV room. TV all by himself in his basement, all alone, all dark, and extremely, extremely scary. When he was able to go back up, the area with the grass and the tree, that was his safe place. He could leave. He could be out. His parents would always get him, bring him back in. Now, I'm no expert, but I'm going to say this. This kid had some stuff going on, I gotta say. But this is where the boat comes in. His mom disappeared one day. Expected, unresolved. No one knew why. No one had a reason. And afterwards, his dad had drowned on a fishing trip. Once again, to unexpected, unexplained circumstances. He was free. Him and his sibling were finally free. But something had followed them. Something had made their life miserable even after their parents had died. And once the creator found out, he had to do something, anything, to make this evil go away. And this is where my theory comes in. You see, this world, this entire experience was made as a way to trap whatever this was within this world. He made it to trap the soul, this evil deity, within here so that it could never bother him again. The cat pictures, I haven't seen what they mean yet or what they do. But when I do, I'll figure it out and I'll broadcast it here because this is truth. This is what needs to be found out. This world is seriously messed up. And I want to push this further by saying, what if these orbs we've been seeing, these things of light, aren't just illumination sources? What if they are the souls of other people who have explored this world before? What if this is a world that if you go in too much, if you get too invested, you slowly lose yourself. You slowly end up losing everything you are until you don't feel anything. When you eventually go, whether it be by your own hands or by another's hands or by God's hands, what if your soul gets trapped here, forever suffering, forever hearing the echo of others' voices? Why do you think there's always people on this world, even though there's not one public server that is filled? It's because people are stuck here, forever wandering, forever being trapped by whatever was in that tree. Whatever it is, I'm not investigating anymore. I'll find the cat photos. I'll try to find any other audios the tree plays. But after that, I'm never touching Distant again. Thank you for your time, everyone. And I appreciate it. Have a great, amazing, and joyful evening.